Beats by Trill, straight Killerville, dog.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What's good? What's good? We are back. Yours truly, one and only Paul Pickett, host of the Paul Pickett podcast. Just hit 45 today, so happy birthday to me. Still working, as you can see. About to interview a local comedian, funny guy. Met him at the White Rabbit. Shouts out to Ryan Minton, who got me going up there, checking out the open mic comedy every Monday at the White Rabbit on what's that? Fort Bragg Road.
Yeah.
Fort Bragg Road.
Bragg. Well, Fort Liberty now, because
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So I got 10 Pridgen.
So appreciate you, man. Happy birthday again.
Thank you.
No,
I want to get into like the typical standard questions at first. Like, how'd you get into stand-up comedy?
That's a good question, man. How did I start it out? Really, be honest with you, man, I should have been high school. I should have been started. It started from just first being a fan of comedy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like even like right now, like doing comedy, I'm a fan first because without those before me, and like even when I go out to open mics without those guys or females doing their thing, I wouldn't be as motivated to go out there and do my thing. So it just started out being a fan growing up watching, Comedy View, Def Comedy, you know what I'm saying? All the legends, you know what I'm saying? The Dave Chappelle's, of course, my favorite, Bernie Mac. Yeah, I might as well hit them real quick with one.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me tell you something. Some of them. Hey, you know what's crazy? I love comedy, man. It's like comedians, bro. I don't care what anybody tell you. Like comedians, they gonna keep it real with you. I ain't know I had a lazy eye till I started doing comedy. Because they're like, you know what I'm saying? I had folks telling, yo, your eye just like Bernie's, just that.
So they started what? They started getting on you?
Yeah, it's like you got the lazy eye like Bernie. I see that's why your favorite comedian. So I roll with it, man. But it's all love, man. So.
Well, how long you been doing it?
I say I started getting on open mics and stuff like late 2019, going into 2020.
Okay.
And you know how that went. It took a lot of time away. So after they kind of like opened stuff back up, like later on that year, really, just try to start going. But I want to say August is when I've been consistent because I used to work 2 jobs. I had let one of them go to try to focus on this. So yeah, man.
How do you come up with your material?
Life. I ain't gonna lie. I follow like the greats, you know what I'm saying? Like Dave and DL Hughley, they do a great job keeping up like current events.
Okay.
So I'm trying to do that too, like, trending topics or what's going on in the world. But like I feel like my best material just comes from life and experience and stuff.
So I was interviewing John Paul Edmondson. Shouts out to JP.
Shout out to JP, man.
And he was saying that you're mainly a clean comedian.
Yeah.
Does that make it harder or easier to get a laugh?
It depends on the scenery. You know what I mean? Because like, for example, place like, White Rabbit. Even before it was White Rabbit, like Red Monkey. The 21 and up bars or clubs or whatnot, it brings that more pressure. And like in my mind, it's like if I can make people laugh in a dirty club doing clean, when I actually in a clean spot, which proven like, you know what I'm saying, like when I actually do like a dirty club and when I actually go to like a clean spot, it just makes that more, I don't want to sound like cocky, but easier.
Yeah. I would
you know what I mean?
Yeah. If you doing a clean version
and dirty and making them laugh,
you're gonna make the clean people laugh easily.
Yeah. So it's like a challenge. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna say, for the most part, yeah, clean. And now, yeah, I probably slip. You know what I'm saying?
Would you say most comedians are not clean?
um, I'll say so. Yeah, most comedians
Yeah.
are not. But from what I've been told, like straight up, the bag is the clean kind. That's where
Okay.
the bag is. So,
Well, explain that. Why is that?
well, you gotta think about it. You got, especially like with TV, you got the ABC networks and
Yeah,
all that
yeah,
stuff, the
yeah,
family
yeah,
networks, and it's just like daytime comedy, man, pays. Um, you got stuff like America's Most Funniest. Yeah, what was that competition with Nick Cannon be hosting?
What is that called?
America Got Talent, something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. Yeah,
yeah. Something
those
like that.
type it be those type of shows that looking for like clean.
Comedy. Yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, I'll be straight real with you. Like, I grew up church, you know what I'm saying. So
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and too, like me, I try to be as myself as much as I can on stage because you know what I'm saying. The thing about I want people to feel me.
yeah.
And it's like I know outside of comedy, I don't really cause I try to just do the same. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I did. That's my number one primary. You know what I'm saying? Lane is clean. But when I'm in dirty spots, you know what I'm saying? With it like 21, 18 and up, I won't cuss, but the topics I won't. You know what I'm saying? I take it to the ceiling. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So yeah.
Because I didn't notice that you was really, really cleaner than everybody else until JP brought it up. And then
Yeah,
the
think
next
about
time I was like, all
it.
right, I'm
Yeah,
watching.
he's not cussing.
Yeah, you cuss it off.
Yeah.
And you got Ryan over here
Yeah.
like going crazy, talking
Hey.
about burning his dick
Yeah.
off
Shout out
and
to
taking out a
Ryan,
chunk of
man.
his dick and stuff. And, it's like,
Ryan is crazy, but you know what? That's man. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm such a big fan of comedy because I respect anybody and everybody that step on that stage and hold the mic and do their thing.
yeah,
I gotta say pause because it's 2024. Hold the mic, yeah. Cause look, they watch this, they see you said hold it in your pause, it's no Diddy. It's crazy, but nah, yeah. I love it, man. It's just because watching different comics doing, just being themselves, and just bringing personality to the mic. I love it, man. I love it.
that's what's up.
Yeah.
You got the voices.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So how long you been doing these voices?
Um, all my life, really. Um, some took longer than others, but it's just like growing up, just because I'm trying to implement this more into my comedy, but I don't just do voice, but I also beatbox too. I know
Okay.
you a music kid.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So it
yeah.
started with that, but I started beatboxing first.
Okay, I didn't know
And
that.
then I started imitating voices and whatnot.
So it's kind of like the human beatbox kind of thing
Like
where
Dougie
you
Fresh,
and Dougie Fresh and
I can hit something real quick.
Buffalo from the Fat Boys when you do
Yeah,
different
oh
like
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
That's what's up.
I seen Dougie live a couple years back when he came to the Crown. And I ain't gonna lie, man, like that he was killing it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So Stone Cold, is that one of your main ones that you do though, all the
Yeah,
time?
for sure. Yeah.
So you a
Him,
big Stone Cold fan?
man. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm a huge Stone Cold fan, man. I wanna say ever since 1997. I can remember the exact time when I like, okay, him. That's my favorite wrestler. I was at my uncle's house in Charlotte because like me and my family, we go out there a lot of times to go visit.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know if it was, I think at the time it was Raw. And Undertaker had called out Stone Cold. I guess Stone Cold did something to piss him off. He wanted an apology. Stone Cold, Undertaker called Stone Cold out. Stone Cold came out there. He got that mic. He said, this is the moment. I like, yeah, this is my guy. He got that mic. He's like, hey, Undertaker, you talk about you want an apology from Stone Cold, Steve Austin. I got an apology for you right here. And that's just the bottom line because Stone Cold said so. I was like, yo. And then my uncle was like, yo, that Stone Cold Steve Austin guy, that's a bad dude. And I was just sitting back. I think I was like fourth grade at the time. I was like, you know what? him. Because, as a kid, Undertaker, back at that time, him and Kane
Oh, yeah,
was
yeah,
like the
yeah,
scariest
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
And like this dude did that, the Undertaker. Oh yeah, that's my dog. And then been a fan since to this day, man. So
I always felt like, I don't know if you remember when Stone Cold was stunning Steve.
yeah,
I felt like,
WCW.
I felt like that was the gimmick.
Yeah.
And when he kind of switched over,
Yeah.
that was really him kind of just being himself.
Yeah. Well, he took a step to ECW before he went back to WWF.
Okay.
But he started WWF, and then he went to WCW, and then ECW gave him that grit.
Yeah.
Because we all remember ECW was just that one out of all of them was just because Paul Heyman, he controlled that. It was just like the hardcores of
They
wrestling.
were kind of like the underground version.
Yeah,
right?
it was like underground wrestling. Yeah. So he went to ECW, built that grit, came back to WWF, shaved his head.
See, I didn't know that he did that. That he
Yeah.
went to ECW.
Yeah, he went to ECW.
Because he had the long blonde hair when he was stunning Steve.
Yeah.
And
And then he had like a short haircut. And then ECW, he had it short. Then he came back to WWF, shaved it bald. I looked at a little bit as his documentary. And he was just trying to find a name for WWF, and his wife at the time, just like Stone Cold. And he ran with it and got the world, Yeah, man, got the world, Every time they get some beer, they think about Stone Cold Steve Austin. So.
Now, let me ask you this. Is there any subjects or topics you won't touch in comedy that is off limits to you?
When I do comedy, man, it's like it's love. It's all come from a loving place of what I do, That's actually a good question because really I don't know, because we live in a time where sensitivity is at an all-time high.
Yeah.
It's like it is my thing with all that. You got cancer culture. It is my thing. If I can talk about respectfully, if I can talk about black people, if I can talk about white people, if I can talk about any other race, I should be able to talk about, any other sexual origin type of folks too. It's jokes at the end of the day. We not, what I'm saying? Just like I can talk about black people all the time, eating fried chicken, drinking grape Kool-Aid. It's all love at the end.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's all love at the end.
Yeah.
Like that's why I be like, when I be on stage, I be talking about, what I'm saying, my folks and whatnot. It's all love at the end. They be telling me, yo, go on stage, talk about this and that. Yo, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's like we live in a time where, man, it's hard, man. With just telling people like relax, because we got this all day long.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know how to do this right here.
Yeah.
And it's like when you reading every comment and taking every comment serious, it can stress. It's stressing people. It ain't no.
It does. It does. Some people take it too seriously. You're in North Carolina, they're in Washington.
I would never see.
They talking shit, and you just like, going crazy, getting emotional.
Right, yeah, for no reason. You would never see this person.
Yeah.
But I mean, to answer your question, I don't know, because it's like when I do comedy, it's not out of hatred. You feel me? It's all love at the end of the day. It's all love.
And it seems like some subjects are really, really tough. Like if you would joke about like Palestine and the Jewish thing right now, it seems like you got Candace Owens getting fired just because she doesn't agree with the political views on a show and whatnot. And you got people always taking a side. That's another thing. Like, do we always gotta take a side? Can we just be neutral? Can we just be in the middle and like,
I got a joke with that too, man. Talking about because, especially because this is an election year right here. Politics,
and a very important one, right? I would say.
Yeah,
it seems like
they always.
But this one seems like it really matters a lot because I know like one side is sitting there saying, "Hey, Trump tried to steal the election," but I know if he gets back in, they're gonna spaz out, man. Their panties is gonna be in a bunch, man. They're gonna be wigging out, crazy, try to do everything in this power to shut him down. And I guarantee they're gonna try to do the same thing. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
I said on Mike one time, I said the Democrats and Republicans, they are the new Bloods and Crips. Bloods and Crips not even Bloods and Crips no more.
No,
Matter of fact,
no.
they getting together. They dab each other. It's Democrats and Republicans. Like anytime you go out, man, and like people talk politics, you know, back in the day, like, yo, what state you from, cool? What? Now, like, who you voting for? You a Democrat?
You Hoover Deuce, huh? You Hoover Deuce.
Oh, you on that blue? Oh, all right. Yeah. Oh, you vote for Trump? Oh, okay, yeah. You know, and like from what I experienced, like I don't know. From what I seen, most black people, it just the name Trump, like just don't even. But me personally, man, they both crazy, man. They both.
That's what Malcolm said.
Yeah.
He just said one side is more deceitful and more hypocritical.
Yeah.
And I think right now that kind of shows.
What's wrong with just being for the people?
Are any of them really for the people though?
And that right there, what you just said, that is like the biggest topic right now. Like it's almost like picking the worst of evil. You know, if say.
Well, it is, but one thing that's I think so naive to me about us vote for politicians, they be like, "Oh, Trump's an asshole." So what was Obama when he bombed the town with innocent people in it?
Yeah,
was he nice? I mean, he probably went to lunch right afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what y'all want for lunch? Hey, let's get some Subway, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're naive to think that presidents are supposed to be nice guys when they got to do some very harsh things.
Yeah. I mean, bro, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't know how the internet might take this, but I'm just gonna say, because you like these days, people be like, you gotta make sure you watch it. Now, and that's what I'm talking about, sensitive times. But the system, man. It's either way. You might come in there with a conscience, positive mind, but it's a crooked system.
Yeah,
no way around it. Regardless if you white, black, Hispanic, Chinese, or you go in there, you want to work with them politicians and work with the system, get ready for your hands to be corrupt, because it is what it is. It's no secret. We all know this. Yeah. It's a corrupt system. Yeah. So it's just one of them things where, man, like I say all the time, just pray about it and just do what you can out here, man.
Let me ask you a couple of questions. A couple of topics y'all were talking about the comedy show the other night. One of them, J. Cole and Kendrick.
Oh,
like you been
that's
going
probably the hottest topic right now.
It is, right?
Yeah.
What'd you think about the diss at first and then the apology afterwards?
Now I'm just laughing because, man, you know too, it's just all over the internet.
Yeah, they're going in on
them. I feel like if I can just go ahead and use the word peer pressure, I think J. Cole got peer pressure
into doing this.
Yeah, because like Kendrick, and from at the end of the day, if you want to look at it, it all really started with just Drake and Kendrick. This is really Drake's and Kendrick beef or whatever you want to. But it just, I guess, because Drake and J. Cole went on tour and they made a
song. Yeah, so you're kind of guilty by association.
Yeah. It's a perfect way of saying it.
You just took like a shot. You firing at Drake. You right next to him.
Right, you right next to him.
Shots with him.
Right, and I know Cole got people around like, yo, you gonna let him do you like that?
Thing. Yeah, you know the fan out there.
Yeah.
Talking about grab the extension and stuff. I think that's where he really was like, oh man, did I really kind of like make it about like grabbing guns?
Right. And y'all, that's funny. You mentioned Fayetteville. I don't look at the camera. I don't know what camera. I'm just right here. Listen, man. Fayetteville folks, man. Not all of them, because some of we are proud of Cole, but some of y'all that sneak dissing on the side, stop hating. Just be inspired, man. Because at the end of the day, how many people that's go back 2014 Forest Hill Drive when that tour? How many of y'all gonna bring Jay-Z down here? With Drake
and sell out without us knowing that. We didn't even know they were tickets.
Right, yeah. And I was so mad because I was supposed to go to that dang show, and the tickets was affordable.
Yeah.
It was affordable. Now you better right now you better save up now for next year Dream Fest. So yeah, it's crazy. I feel like J. Cole was just peer pressure and you know what I'm saying, like you said, guilty by association. And I'm glad that he opened out and was just expressing like who he really is. Cause true to the matter, and you know it more so than me, like it's a lot of artists out there really just faking it and
Oh,
really can't go to sleep at night because they
Yeah.
not being themselves.
Yeah.
I'm glad J. Cole went out there and just said what he said so he have clarity within himself.
Yeah.
Cause you know what I'm saying, you out here living a lie, like that's some hard sleep if you getting in, you know what I mean? And like with Kendrick, I mean, I don't know, man. It's a lot of stuff we don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With the rap game. It just I just wish, you know, cause we are grown, especially if you 30 and up. Hey, bro, everything good? Like, what's wrong with that? Pick up the phone if it's that serious.
Yeah.
And it's like people are like, no, man, no, it's just a competition thing. Okay, all right, look, here's the thing. This is my way of looking at it. If you want to be at the competition thing, go out and freestyle battle. Just like in comedy, you know, we joan on each other, we joke on each other. You know what I'm saying? Build like that. That's how we get better. Like I guess you want to say competition. Why? Because that help us get ready for the hecklers.
Yeah.
Out there. You know what I'm saying? I get to that point, but going bar for bar songs, like I told somebody, it's only entertainment until it get personal. And like I think J. Cole seen it
Yeah.
going in like, dang, Kendrick might respond back. We don't know, but like we don't know how personal Kendrick gonna get if he get there. But if he do, it just like then people gonna be contradicting like, oh my gosh, we need to keep the peace.
And when you say his album is tragic and things like that, you never, like you said, Kendrick might be over there. He might take it sensitive, might be sensitive to that. Like, oh, my album was tragic. The second one was,
I think
something about like it was okay, but they
yeah,
gassed it.
yeah.
He definitely trashed his album. He talking about the homies want to grab the extensions, and you got to go back to L.A. and perform and do shows. And we know how L.A. is with the gangbanging.
Oh yeah, Cole gotta. Yeah, he gotta go. Yeah.
Because with Biggie, they said, people always stress that like he went out there too early, but Biggie was just like, I'm not gonna go. I'm not afraid to go anywhere.
Yeah. I hate it personally, man, because like at the end of the day, while people are being entertained by this, because like
people are dying too.
That too, but it's like I know you being a music kid, we miss, like I still mentioned you earlier, we missing out the art.
Oh yeah.
Imagine them two coming together and like for the longest we was hearing for years they were supposed to collab and make an album together. I'd rather see that and make timeless music that we can listen to 10, 20, 30 years from now than this right here. Because at the end of the day, by the end of this year, we're gonna recap and then go on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For real. That's exactly what's gonna happen. They're gonna recap. Oh, Cat Williams started off with the Shay.
Yeah.
And they gonna talk about this and then move on about it. You know what I'm saying?
All it takes is somebody to come out and do something stupid tomorrow.
Like, oh yeah.
Kanye come out and do something crazy and they like they'll forget about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, so it's, I just pray for both of them, man. I'm a fan of both, regardless of this whatever beef or whatnot. And I respect Drake too. I'm a fan of Drake.
I am too.
Yeah.
So you brought up Gayle King last night.
Oh yeah.
And I go to the internet and
it
popped up on my timeline. I was just like, whoa, this is what they talking about?
Yeah. Gayle King. I don't know what.
Like,
I don't know what made her. I mean,
she was wearing like spandex or something, right?
Respectfully, I want to make sure, because, you know what I'm saying? You like, oh, you out here supposed to be a child of God and you out here. Respectfully. She had tights, spandex in it. It was nice.
Yeah.
I'm just appreciating the art.
Yeah.
You know? I'm just
the art, the curves.
Yeah. I'm just appreciating the art. But yeah, it just came out of nowhere. We used to seeing Gayle King. Even like when she had wore stuff like leggings and stuff, it ain't look like that. I don't know if it's BBL. I don't know if it's fake. I don't know. It looked it right. That's all I'm saying. Forgive me for appreciating art.
I always ask comedians this, but were you the classroom clown or joker?
Yeah. I think most of us are.
Yeah.
See, I was the one that didn't get in trouble though, because I had
Okay.
the teacher laughing too.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I was respectful about it though. Like for example, like remember being in school, we all had to take turns reading a book.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was one of them that be reading out loud just for no reason, like just doing the most with it and had
Yeah.
everybody laughing. My teacher would try not to laugh, but she can't help it. So yeah, I'm definitely was one of them.
So bombed on stage. First, like JP talked about his first time getting on stage. He bombed. Did you bomb your first time on stage?
Um, I won't say the first time, but like within the first 10 times I did, yeah. The first time, 10 times, yeah. Every I don't care. I don't care if it's Kevin Hart. I don't care. Even like Dave Chappelle not too long ago said he had bombed. Like it's
What
just part of the
recently? He
yeah.
bombed recently.
What was like last year when I seen it, but like even
Uh,
to where he at now to even
yeah.
say, but it's part of the game, man. Nobody's perfect. Michael Jordan didn't hit every shot, but he got 6 championships.
Yeah.
It takes repetition, man. And like my biggest thing, like I tell folks, like my comedian friends, man, is like reading a room.
Yeah.
What I'm saying? I think sometimes even like myself can misconcept the room. You know what I'm saying? You gotta feel the vibe, estimate like what they like, what they don't like, what don't talk about. Like earlier you asked about what topics not.
Yeah.
You can read like as a comedian, you can read a room like and you can see like they got signs, don't talk about gays and this and that. Like, all right. And they got the flag, the rainbow flag up. Yeah, all right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If I want to keep doing shows, I can't touch on that. A lot of people are like, that's not fair, but that's just part of the game, man. So, but yeah, to answer your question, yeah.
There was something I noticed about Caleb, the Caleb Fulmore cat.
Shout out to Caleb, yeah.
He would say a joke,
Yeah.
and it wouldn't really get nobody to laugh. But at the end, he would
Yeah.
find a way to make you laugh still.
Yeah. Now he's great at hooking punchlines out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Caleb, that's one thing I realized watching Caleb, from the first time I met him. He know how to, throw a counter.
Yeah.
And then boom, what I'm saying? Yeah, that's type of from what I'll be watching, that's type of style he do comedy, man. It's dope. It's a lot of comedians that, that do I love every style of comedy, but that like Caleb, he's great at that. You know what I'm saying? Just throwing something out there, like, all right, where he going? And then boom, like, oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I know he would say a joke. He's like, oh, that one didn't go well. But then he would find a way to make us laugh.
Oh,
right
yeah.
then and there.
I think
Anyways.
him having, great charisma too, like his character. Yeah. He engages with the crowd a lot. I mean, all of them do. Him, JP, Ryan. Oh my goodness.
One thing I noticed the first time I went out there, it was like, I don't know if you were out there the first night, but they were outside and it's like 4 or 5 of y'all, and y'all just constantly joking. And I'm just like I'm the non-comedian guy for that first time. And the whole time I'm just sitting back and like, damn, I envy these guys. Because I think everybody else in the world takes everything too serious.
Oh yeah, man. It's sad, man. But comedians, man, from what I experienced now starting doing comedy and stuff, we're probably like one of the realest people that you ever meet, man. Comedians, man, they come out here, they do what they do, and they wear their emotion on their sleeve. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, it's most of our outlet to get out. Because we all out here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us as people be boxing in our emotions, and it's like you got to have a way to bring it out. You know what I'm saying? Comedy is a lot of our way of just getting it out. You know what I'm saying? So.
Say the world's getting sensitive. People that you can't say certain things.
For sure.
They're attacking comedy. What happens if there's no more comedy in the world? I mean, it's done, right? The world is done, right? Without comedy.
Like that's a human trait to laugh. Like how
Yeah.
can you not laugh? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even God, he have a sense of humor. You feel
Yeah.
me? So that's just crazy within itself to even think. And that's what some communities are trying to push, like trying to put comedy in a box. You can't do it.
Yeah.
Regardless, even me as a comedian, even like quote unquote, like if somebody say something that I might not be too a fan of, I'm not. It's not my job to sit there and judge. Because at the end of the day, comedy is it's an open world, man.
It's like music. It's subjective.
Yeah,
It's subjective
yeah,
like music. We
yeah,
review music and we don't try to trash it. We just
yeah,
try to give it an honest review.
yeah,
Maybe the recording could be better, the
yeah.
vocals could be more powerful or something.
So,
But don't, take our word for it. You still
yeah,
can have fans out there.
right,
Just like every musician, basic musicians got fans. I'm pretty sure
yeah,
basic comedians can have fans
for
too.
sure, yeah. It's like I said, they trying to like even like with music too. They trying to box music in
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
you can't do that. It's like and it's like me, as I get older, I try not to be like some of the old heads. Oh, these hippity hop, but like the Sexy Reds and the NBA Young Boy.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I ain't gonna lie. These producers that be making these beats, y'all need a raise, man. Y'all producers need a raise because y'all making most of these rappers hot, man.
Yeah, it's
Cause
the
these
beats.
beats,
Yeah.
them 808s beats, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Hey.
But they don't be saying much over them.
Nah, they don't because they think it's just all Sexy Red or
Yeah.
NBA Young Boy or whoever the case may be. But it's the producers making the system thump and Sexy Red Pound Town, 7 Pound Town, Yeah, man.
Yeah. Well, I saw she was at the cold joint. They said
Oh yeah,
somebody
she
posted
was.
that she had it looking like a Trump rally. She had a Make America Sexy Again
Hey,
slogan, the Make America Sexy Again slogan.
hey,
And we ain't never heard no female rapper come out talking about her booty hole brown, man. That's like
let her
that's the new
cookie
one.
breathe. Hey, it was definitely breathing on that day. It was hot outside.
Yeah.
Nah, but even like with that, man, I don't mess with them because I was young and I won't say I was out there, but so we all young, have our thing, what I'm saying, growing up. But it's just like, man, you gotta have that side of rap or music or even comedy. Then you got, like you said, the conscious side. You just regardless
not
if
enough
you
conscious though. That's the problem.
huh?
It's not enough
Oh
conscious.
heck no, because they
Kendrick and Cole is about all we got in the mainstream. Really.
think how a lot of these guys make the money. I'm talking about the not the execs.
Oh yeah.
They most of them they care about the money.
Oh yeah.
They not trying to put out
at all no more.
or even like a positive message.
Yeah, they don't care about none of that. Just the Spotify numbers.
Oh
Apple
yeah.
numbers, title numbers. That's all they care about. Streaming numbers.
I had people calling me like, this is what makes hip hop at the end of the day. I'm like, no. Y'all see, and that we need people like quote unquote, like you want to say old heads. Just straight up.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna keep it real because Cool and Gang. That's what started. It started from New York, in the 70s.
Yeah.
Early mid or late 70s.
Yeah, mid to late 70s.
Yeah. And it started with that, the hip hop, the hippie.
Yeah.
That's where it started from.
And that was basic.
That was basic, but it won't know, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm off of blood.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're right. You won't know gang.
Yeah. Even with like my man Curtis Blow, they was telling stories.
Yeah.
And then when NWA came in the game, all they did was just showing a reflection to America. Hey, this is what we going through. I don't know exactly what happened after that. That got to the point. I think with the Biggie and Tupac situation, cause that was real.
Yeah,
there wasn't no fake. Like that whole situation.
Well, it turned real, but Biggie didn't really have no beef with Pac.
Right. It Pac just, I guess that
situation. Fuck your bitch in the click you claim, all that shit.
That hotel, if you remember, well, of course you remember that hotel situation.
Yeah.
Just that ruined it.
Yeah.
it is like now, and this is just my opinion. I mean, I could be right, I could be wrong. I think from that point, that situation alone didn't turn a whole 360 or 180 from hip hop. Because now, you got the Jay-Z and Nas, but even with that one,
that was personal, but it wasn't like.
thank God it didn't get too personal.
Yeah.
It just
we know Jay-Z done had the issue with Lance Rivera where he had to stab him, so we know Jay-Z's. If shit pops off, he's. That's the thing. When shit pops off, it's not even about being tough. It's just about being defending yourself.
Yeah, but why?
Sometimes.
Why even go that far? And like, man, people look at me like, well, that's corny. You know what I'm saying? Or they won't say it, but they're like, man, that's not. Oh, are you familiar with D1?
Who?
Rapper D1.
D1? I don't think so.
I'll send it to he got locks and whatnot, man. All he do is just push out positivity, man. But to somebody that like banging NBA YoungBoy, man, that's just lame.
Yeah.
It's lame to be positive.
Yeah.
In 2024. I'm just keeping it real. Because, like I said, the execs, they pushing, you know what I'm saying? Why every rapper gotta talk about I'm gonna take your chick? You can't get you know what I mean? And pass it back. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Like I said, I grew up in a church house, and that's my core.
Yeah.
God, positivity, looking out for my brother, my sister.
I definitely don't like where hip hop is gone at all.
Man. And why you said that, we should appreciate the Kendricks and the J. Coles. Instead of trying to making them go at each other, we need classics.
Yeah.
Because after this group, Kendrick and Cole and shout out Big Sean. I feel like Big Sean don't get enough praise because he's
up there.
Yeah, he's up there. That class gone, that group gone. It's like what we got.
No, but shoot 'em up, bang bang. I sell dope. Pop
hey,
pills,
come on!
Molly's,
Oh my gosh! The drugs.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. And that's part of the problem too. The drugs these young rappers take. A lot of them RP. It's like we saying RP too much, man. Like Juice WRLD.
Can we admit hip hop does have an effect over the culture? I mean, young culture.
Most definitely.
People want to try to it's just music, but it's the only genre that gets taken literally.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's asking rock dudes, do you actually shoot? Will you shoot a gun, or are you a gangbanger or anything of that nature? You really selling drugs or R&B or jazz, whatever. It don't matter what it is.
Even with Trump, even though it was ignorant, even Trump got like what he said. He said, black people like sneakers. He sold them go.
Them shits was fresh though. Them shits was fresh. I'm not gonna front.
Man,
Fat Joe got a pair.
And he crazy too. Lean back. Man, you could find some generic brand of shoes looking like that. They're gonna see the trend.
I know you can, but still, Trump's a salesman, yo.
Yeah.
He's a salesman.
But going from what you saying, that culture impact.
Yeah.
So you're right. Yeah. It definitely has a big, humongous impact of the kids, the society, period. You know what I mean? So you like comedians, a lot of we got songs we come out to when we have a show, and most of the music, it's hip hop.
So is there any local comedians that we need to be looking out for besides yourself?
Man, I'm
that I might not know or something.
For sure. I'm gonna say this real quick. Like I said, even like the music game, the table comedy, man, is big enough for everybody to eat. So man, I'm promoting everybody. As much as I can. From you got my homegirl Aisha. She got a store called the Closet Exchange out there on Hope Mills on 1111. She hosts an open mic every Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? My dog Slim, the Marcus, JP, Caleb, Ryan. It's just so many people. My dog Mike, shout out to Mike, you know what I'm saying? He a photographer too. There's a lot of us that just do other things, not just comedy, but we got a lot of multi-talented folks out here doing their thing. It's so many people, man. My man even like with gospel comedy, because that's like my push too. Tim Shropshire. I mean, I know he grew up out here, but like he's real big now. Um, yeah, I don't want to miss nobody's name, but I'm just saying everybody, right here. I mentioned some from White Rabbit with Aisha and oh, you ever met Slim?
I don't think I have, but I
Slim.
heard of him.
Yeah,
I think JP mentioned him too.
him, DeMarcus, Taj, he's another one. My man, white boy Justin, he funny. It's so many, man, and I'm rooting. I'm rooting for everybody. What I hope and pray for, we all just come up famous together in the world. Like, yo, who are these people from North Carolina? Now, come on, take a look. We got, you know what I'm saying? Then we got people from all over come to these shows out here in Carolina because we ain't just got people out here in Fayetteville doing that thing. We got people out there. Raleigh and Durham is a hot spot with comedy. You got some folks out there in Wilmington, of course, Charlotte, Greensboro too. Yeah, it's all over Carolinas, man. I'm just glad. I feel like this is the perfect time right now for us just doing this thing called comedy in the Carolinas.
So tell me about the Jiffyville thing. What's that about?
Oh,
Jiffyville
man.
Entertainment.
For sure. I'm gonna tell you a backstory how the word Jiffy even got attached to me. So I grew up out here. I graduated 2006 at 71st
I went
High
to
School.
71st.
Oh yeah. I mean, you mentioned it. Yeah, class of 06. Though y'all 06. Though y'all
supposed to be 9-7.
Got you. Hey, you made it.
Yeah.
But I think it was like my 10th or 11th grade year. I took Spanish class like 3 years, but one of them years it was Cinco de Mayo, and everybody was bringing their own. You know what I'm saying? We had like a festival or whatnot in class. Everybody brought their own dish, and me at the time, I don't know. Some people look at being ignorant, but I like, man, I'm just giving a part of me to the table. I got some cornbread. It was Jiffy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to see what's the way how to say cornbread in Spanish, and I looked, it was pan de mas.
Yeah.
Brought in the class, hey, what you got? I got some pan de mas. And from that moment, even till now, like people I graduated with, they call me Jiffy. Hey, go walking in the hallway, yo, what's up, Jiffy?
Is it Jiffy and peanut butter too or something?
Yeah,
like Jiffy. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, and then Jiffy Lou.
Yeah, I was sitting there like, I thought it might have been a peanut butter or something like Jiffyville.
Yeah, the cornbread, because I love cornbread.
Yeah.
You want your cornbread?
My mom actually hates cornbread.
Yeah,
I love cornbread though.
I
As
love
it's got,
cornbread.
like, it's sweet enough.
Yeah, but man, I ain't realized so much different. Like sweet potato cornbread.
Sweet potato cornbread.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, dog, that's some good stuff, boy.
That sounds good.
I'm trying to tell you. You ever tried some sweet potato cornbread? Come on now, somebody. I've been going Bernie Mac with that one. Hey, yeah, man.
I was a Patrice O'Neal guy, man, before he passed.
Yeah,
I wish he was still alive.
Yeah.
Man. I kind of got late to the party with him, but when
I
got to the party, I just tried to. That's all I would watch, man.
Yeah.
He was just so hilarious.
Yeah.
And comedy, isn't it the spot where a comedian could just be totally honest?
It's definitely a safe place for sure. Yeah.
Like really say things that you might really feel that you typically don't always say. Maybe in public or with the friends, but you can get up there and make somebody laugh about it and be honest.
I'm gonna imitate a saying Bernie Mac used to say. Well, what he said one time, in comedy, what was it? Def Comedy Jam. He was like, "Let me tell you something. I say what you're scared to say." He said, he told that. He said, "I ain't scared, you mother."
That's Ryan all day, right? Ryan
all day.
He's not scared to say
no
nothing.
filter, but I respect him to the T. Man, listen, I shout out my dog Ryan.
Shout out Ryan.
Ryan don't give a dang. But see, it's hard to explain because like you got to really know Ryan. Be like, yo, I see where you coming from. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm gonna just say this: the whole point of going to a comedy club is to laugh. if you easily offended with just, you know what I'm saying, the slightest thing, just don't go.
Stay home.
It you go out to a music concert and you don't like the artist, why even go to the daggone concert?
I would never go to a concert of an artist I don't like.
That's all I'm
could never do
saying.
that.
And it's a lot of people that go to comedy shows not in the mood to laugh and just be sitting there like, yo, this joint hit. You not laughing? It ain't me. It's you. I want to tell you. You see a lot of comedians like, I don't give a damn what y'all say. This joint is funny. You know, it's just, and that's the whole thing with comedy, man. It's just like each stage is different because most of the time you're seeing people you never met before.
Yeah.
And it's like it's like if you want to put a competitive hat on, it's like a challenge. Like I'm at the end of the day, you gonna cry and laugh. You know what I mean? And that's my bad.
You try to compete at open mics when you do open mics?
Man, no.
You just try to.
Hey,
is it always about practicing your skills and crafting them?
For sure. Like I said before, the table of comedy is big enough for everybody, and the only person I'm in competition with, even when like they have competition shows, I'll go out and do that. I don't really, respectfully saying this, I don't care about being first place. The only competition I really focus on just being better within myself. So because at the end of the day, like everybody had their own perspective, but man, I feel like sports, yeah, you can look at competition with like comedy and even like with music. It's better when joined together. Like the kings of comedy.
Yeah.
That regardless of, what they say in Club Shay Shay, it was a beautiful thing to see DL, Cedric, Steve, and Bernie all four share the stage and make a classic. Like I still got the tape. You know what I'm saying? They shoot out there in Charlotte. It's a classic. You say Kings of Comedy anywhere, wherever. Y'all like, oh man, that's classic. You know what I mean?
So I'm guessing, like, I know Ryan was telling me you had some comedy beefs. You probably just stay out of them, right? Or do you kind of get included just because you might be like hanging with Ryan or whatnot?
Man, listen, man.
Because he would tell me like he had some comedy beefs. Like somebody say he was overstepping at like Patty's or something like that.
What's today's date, man? It's April the 9th, almost 8 o'clock, 7:56. And I'm here at the Paul Pickett podcast. I say this right here, right now. Because Lord willing, I got expectation myself to just go through the roof.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, I'm not in it for that. You know what I mean? Somebody got a problem with me, I'm gonna try my best to be a mature adult about it. Pick up the phone, talk to them. If they don't work out, I'm gonna stay out that way.
Yeah.
And that's how, answer your question. I support as much as I can when people got problems. I try my best to stay out the way. I'm real big. Hey, let's talk about it as mature adults. That's my take on that, man. When I signed up in my head to do this, because I already know from looking at, like with the Cat Williams stuff, I'm not in it for that.
Yeah, and I didn't realize how deep it was until the Cat Williams stuff. And then Ryan's telling me, I was like, damn, it's really like that?
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Cat Williams is wrong.
Yeah.
Because he is definitely subjective to say whatever he want to say and bring out whatever. Because, it was personal for him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He felt like, talk about Cedric stole his joke. I can't say that he was wrong for putting that out there. That's what he felt like. It's just me. It's like one thing, like just mind your own business. If somebody, bring it up to you, just do the best you can to have peace with it. If there ain't no peace, just go, keep it going, man.
Has somebody ever stole one of your jokes?
That's a good question. I haven't seen it yet.
What would your reaction be if you saw somebody stole your joke? Would you call them out? Nah, you just
because
like,
you know why? You know why I wouldn't call them out?
You just take it as like, hey, kind of like you paying homage to me or something like.
Yeah, you can look at it like that too. A lot of times when people pay homage, they mention the person.
Yeah.
Like especially, it's gonna be times where like just like my dog Bernie Mac say, I ain't scared. I ain't scared what you got to say. What Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Something like that,
Well,
you
it's
know.
gotta be funny for somebody to want to steal your joke, though.
Yeah,
right?
it gotta be funny. Yeah.
So
But
I guess it's somewhat of a compliment, and not at the same time.
But you know
it's
what I
like
say?
you're not being original, but it's kind of a compliment because you still in my joint, and it's funny enough for you to steal.
You know what I ain't tripping about though? I'm just keep it straight up with you. And I'm saying this respectfully in a confident way. And every comedian should feel like this. Can't nobody beat me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can't nobody beat me. So I hear somebody say something I say, I'm gonna say it again. In the way people are, oh shoot, dang, he might have said he might have stole this, but he hitting the way, you
Way
know.
better,
Yeah. And I be recording my stuff.
Okay.
I got receipts. If they wanna get that complex with it, that's why I be calling my stuff, man, because I got receipts. Yeah, I said this first. That show you the date and everything, you know. But hopefully, I don't have to get to that point. I mean, I'm in it to make people laugh and you know, Lord willing, make a living off of it. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. We're gonna wrap it up. Any shout outs you want to do before we go?
Shout out to all the local comedians, man. Shout out to all the North Carolina comedians, man. We out here getting it, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it rolling, man. Shout out my dog Paul, man. Happy birthday, bro.
Appreciate it.
No
Appreciate
doubt.
it.
Hey, bump it, man. I'm gonna say shout out to J. Cole, man. Shout out to J. Cole. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be brief, man.
Good.
My man, right? Everywhere he go, Dreamville, Villematic, 2-6. Yeah, a lot of y'all that's living here, y'all not even, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot, I know you heard this too. There's a lot of people telling you, what he doing for the city? What he doing for the city?
Yeah,
Are you following? Yeah. Come on, man. Do you know exactly? They talking about why he ain't signed nobody in to Dreamville from the city.
What was the first line of the Kendrick disc? Light work, like
Come
it's
on.
PWC.
Come on.
He gave a shout out.
Yeah, PW.
My boy called me like, yo, check out the first line. I was like, light work like it's PWC.
PWC, yeah.
Fayetteville get a shout out first and foremost. All right, let's get into it.
That's it. But it's just like, man, it just shows that, man, it's just enviness and jealousy, man. And that's everywhere you go, man. But especially, you know, they you know, get a little biblical on you. They, you know, Jesus' hometown hated him. You know, man.
What'd you say?
Jesus, his hometown even hated him. So,
oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's nothing new.
Yeah.
But that, you know, shout out to Cole, man. And I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you coming on, man. Once again, thank y'all for tuning in. Another episode of Paul Pickett Podcast. Comedian Tim Pridgen. Check him out, White Rabbit. Every Monday, open mic comedy. And what else you got coming?
If I may, real quick, I gotta say I'm a huge Marvel and DC comic book fan.
Yeah, you are.
I gotta for you, brother. I gotta put this at because I be in my impersonation bag. God rest his soul, my man Chadwick Boseman, the Black Panther. I am the king of wool of Wakanda. I am King T'Challa, son of King T'Chaka. Wakanda forever. I had to do that for, you know what I'm saying? I had to do that for you.
Well, y'all heard it. Thanks for tuning in. Another episode of Paul Pickett Podcast and Wakanda forever. We're out. Peace.
Beats by Trill, straight Killerville, dog.
Yeah.